10 Apple products you won't see anymore. Here's why. Apple loves to keep things fresh, and by fresh, I mean a whole lot of new products every year. But with the new comes the old. Those devices that Apple's discontinued, sometimes with good reason, sometimes leaving us scratching our heads. In this video, we're diving deep into 10 Apple products you won't find on shelves anymore, and I'm breaking down the reasons why each one got the axe. Stick around to the end for some of Apple's biggest blunders, and maybe a few hints at what the future holds. Remember when everyone wanted a phone that fit in their pocket? The iPhone 13 mini was supposed to be the answer. It was super compact and easy to use one-handed, a throwback to the days of the iPhone 5 and SE. But turns out, not enough people were feeling that nostalgic. The iPhone 13 mini just didn't sell as well as Apple hoped. Maybe people got used to larger screens for videos and gaming, or maybe battery life was a concern on a smaller device. The 24-inch iMac was a breath of fresh air when it launched in 2021. It came in a bunch of fun colors and marked the return of a more playful aesthetic for Apple. So why discontinue it? Well, word on the street is that Apple is gearing up for a new wave of iMacs, potentially powered by the even more powerful M4 chip. It seems the 24-inch iMac was just keeping the spot warm for what's next in Apple's desktop lineup. The Apple Watch Ultra was a huge deal when it launched, a premium, rugged smartwatch designed for serious athletes and adventurers. So it seemed a little strange when Apple discontinued the Ultra 2 just a year later with the release of the new potential Ultra 3 coming soon. By releasing a new model every year, they're making sure early adopters always have the latest and greatest tech on their wrists. The original HomePod sounded incredible. It had this rich, room-filling audio that put other smart speakers to shame. But it came with a pretty hefty price tag, especially compared to competitors like Amazon's Echo and Google's Home. It seemed like Apple was betting big on audio quality, but the market wasn't quite there yet. The HomePod Mini proved that people were more interested in affordability and smart features, which is probably why it's still kicking around. The Apple TV HD was a solid streaming box for its time, bringing a simple interface and access to apps to your TV. But in a world of 4K HDR content, the Apple TV HD started showing its age. It makes sense for Apple to simplify its lineup and push people towards the 4K models. The Magic Mouse 2 had a sleek, minimalist design that looked great next to a MacBook. But then there was that charging situation. Remember having to flip it over and plug it in the bottom? Not the most elegant solution, Apple. Maybe Apple's working on a new Magic Mouse with a more practical charging design, or they've got something completely different up their sleeves. I actually loved the iPad mini. It was super portable and perfect for reading, browsing social media, even some light gaming. But with the release of larger iPhones and more powerful iPads, the Mini's place in the lineup became a little less clear. Apple seems to be focusing on larger screened iPads that can handle more demanding tasks. So, there you have it. 10 Apple products you won't find on store shelves anymore. Some were discontinued for obvious reasons, while others left us with more questions than answers. But that's Apple for you. Always innovating, always pushing boundaries, and sometimes making decisions that leave us scratching our heads. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Apple's recent product changes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to TechDrive Innovator for all the latest tech news, reviews, and insights.